it's not a news now that every man desires a virtuous woman for a wife or a virtuous woman for a yo fam. Welcome to the Convergence. So and this is where we talk about the matters that pertain to the man and the woman. And well, it's not a news now that every man desires a virtuous woman for a wife or a virtuous woman for a spouse, like in a serious relationship. I mean, in a fling, every man is looking out for that virtue in a woman and all that. But I just want to bring to our attention that this whole virtuous woman concept was brought about by the mother of a king called Lemuel, and in the first 9 verses of the Proverbs 31, we see her telling her son that he should possess, I'm advising you to possess this and this and this. And these virtues center around sex and women, wine and alcohol, and then the need for the man to become an activist or an advocate. So, and that being said, because the topic is a broad one, I would cut it into like 3 series. So today we're going to talk about the women and the sex parts of the virtue or the advice. And for the sake of those who only read their Bibles on Sundays, I'm going to help you out and read out the scripture, like it's in Proverbs 31, and I'm reading from the Good News translation. But before I do that, I would like to ask you for a favor. Just kindly take a pause. If you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, and if you're yet to turn on the notification bell, please. Notification bell is that bell you see there. Just turn it on so that when next I post, like, you'll be notified immediately that I've posted the video, and then so that you watch. So because I'm making this video for you guys, not for me, and all that. So now that you are done subscribing and turning the notification bell on, let's go straight to the reading. So Proverbs 31 1, 2 and 3 says, "You are my own dear son, the answer to my prayers. What shall I tell you? Don't spend all your energy on sex and all your money on women. They have destroyed kings." So that's straight. So, like, from what she said, it's like telling the son that, okay, don't spend all your energy on sex and all your energy on women. But by implication, she's trying to say, okay, there's no wrong thing, to like spend all your money on a woman, you get, but spending all your money on women, that's where it is wrong and all that. So and the thing is, there's no way a man can spend all his money on sex and not spend all his money on women, because sex, women and money, they go hand in hand. So you cannot separate the three, and all that. And someone once said that most women's middle name is money, and although it's funny, that kind of thing, but truth be told, yeah. And then I actually came across this pigeon picture that reads, "Man we want managing wealth well must first learn how to close in zip." So in other words, if you don't understand pigeon, all I just said is that if a man wants to manage his wealth well, must first learn to zip up, So, and like we can see the likes of King Solomon, like the wisest man I ever lived and all that, with all his wisdom. But Baba went to marry like 700 wives. He didn't stop at 700 wives, but Baba added like 300 concubines, like side chicks, and to me that's a lot of energy, man, on that aspect, and all. And if you like find time and do research and study on the story of Solomon, how he ended and all. He ended by saying all these things are vanity and stuff, So, and then the secular music, the secular music industry is not even helping matters, because they understand these old plots. This is like a plot setting for most creatives. They understand that, okay, once they're able to include sex, women, and sex and women in their music or in their craft or in their art or whatever, it sells more. Like it gives them this viral stream and all that. And the most annoying part is that these guys are just doing it to sell, but if you study their work ethics very well, like closely, they do not spend so much energy on sex and on women. This one is women that is following them, so they don't even have that time. They don't have that time like that at all. So, a typical example, you see, if you all know Raymond, like Rayma of the Marvin Records, like Rayma is like at the peak of his career. So I watched one of his interview with Korty, and Korty spelled Korty, and she asked him if he likes having sex, and his answer was baffling. Like, hear what he said.
You like having sex? Not necessarily. I'm not that freak that I just want to go crazy because I have money or whatever. Sometimes it's just off one experience that I could make 4 songs. It's a lot of times where I go months and I'm not in the mood, and I air out my partner. Now I want to stay focused. Like, I just want to like show love but not make love.
Like, you understand? Like, if Rayma that successful can be like this, then I don't see the reason why us as men, and whereas like we are still hustling, we are still struggling to make it, and we cannot be mixing women and all these things together and stuff. And I desire for a society where men would have wealth that lasts, not like I've been getting money before. No, but I started making money when I was this age, and when you grow older, the money grows older and all that. And one of the things, man, no more now, we have to regulate women, the aspect of women. So to all the women watching this, I'm not killing your market, but I'm just stating the truth. I have to confront my brothers with the truth. So let's strike a balance. So and I would like for my brothers to like treat you like the queens, like with respect and all. Just have one. It's okay, and all that. People talk about polygamy. Polygamy is another issue for another day, but that's not what I'm talking about here. So at this juncture, today is the arbiter between Man Crush Monday and Woman Crush Wednesday. So like, where do we go from here? Because we are all guilty of this one. We are all guilty of this. So let's talk about this. Let's have this conversation like in the comment. Say what you need to say like in the comment section, and if I said something in error and you'd like to correct me, I'm open to corrections. If you know a higher fact, and or that could help give more meaning to this conversation, please, the comment section is open. And then we'll see next. So next time we'll be talking about the alcohol aspect of the virtue, and then the advocacy and the activism aspect of the virtue. So but before I end this video, I want to plead with you guys to please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. As you can see, I'm ready for class like this, so and all. And we'll see you next. We'll converge next pretty soon by the grace of God. But above all, man, like the way forward is the way of focus, and it's on God, man. It's only God that can grant us the grace to be focused, this year, so that we'll be able to achieve all that He desires for us to achieve this year. So peace out. I remain Elpitus Author, and we'll see when we see. Peace, yo.